We ain't gonna play slow, I'll tell you that much. Playing with Fudge has been really good. I think he's a very smart player. I go into each and every split trying to win.
Join with Contractz for Asset Day. First and foremost, Contractz, you're in some really cool colors. Tell me a little bit about that.
We got some green, some purple, some bluish, teal. I'm looking like a spray paint can, and I love it.
Yeah, I love the vibe.
Yeah, it's nice. It feels really nice too. Good material.
Now, Shopify wasn't exactly a top team when you joined them. We finished seventh both times. Thank you, Immortals, for not letting us be eighth. What was the off season like for you, like joining Shopify?
My off season was pretty chill for the most part. Revan and I talked very early into off season, like pretty much as soon as energy kind of got let go from everything. So the process itself into getting into Shopify was fairly simple. Felt like I was able to kind of establish a connection to Revan, and then build that, meet everyone, and just pitch in and see what our roster was kind of going to end up like. And then after I joined Shopify, everything has been very very smooth. We went to Korea at the beginning of December. Stayed there for about 3 to 4 weeks, somewhere in between there, and was able to hit Challenger for the first time in my career in Korea. I think I've been to Korea 5 times now, and this is the first ever time. Even last Worlds or 2023 Worlds, I didn't get Challenger, so that was a big accomplishment for me.
Yeah, when I saw you tweet that, I was kind of surprised because I assumed in season 7, when you went to Worlds, you were pretty much playing like the Kazakhs, the Rengar. I just assumed, you would have hit Challenger, but I guess this is your first time, huh?
Yeah, we were only in Korea for about a week in 2017, so I got like
Oh.
Diamond 1 or something, and then we went to China, and then I mainly only played Chinese solo queue.
Oh, it's probably because you had to play in play-ins, so you had to go extra early, and you played in the Gauntlet, so you had to leave.
Yeah,
Wait,
we were in China for like 30 days or something.
Dang.
30 something days? Yeah.
All right, well, speaking of the jungle has changed a lot. I know there's like one new objective, like Baron Times changed whatnot, but it just feels like there's a lot of objectives to take. And, the sort of farm heavy style might not be as advantageous as it was before. I know they keep changing the jungle. Sometimes jungle XP is insane and you're like ahead of your laners. And then sometimes, even if you just cycle your Raptors like you did in 2023 Worlds, you're just like only taking 2 camps and ganking and you were same level. So how does it feel, the new jungle?
Honestly, it doesn't feel too much different in terms of like how you approach the game in terms of jungle pathing, because it's still fairly similar with swaps. They did make the turret stronger, so it's harder to dive. And they changed TP a bit, so that complicates like how much time you can allocate in certain places. So similar but also different. And I feel like jungle right now is still picking like very skirmish heavy champions, but still being efficient to make it to the objective, whether that's grubs or dragon or just first turret, whatever. I think the name of the game in jungle is still being fairly efficient with your time, and then mostly like team fighting. It's not a very gank heavy game, in my opinion. It's mostly about team plays early game and the way your team moves around the map towards each objective.
All right, interesting. I do want to talk about you as a leader. I talked to Revan over the offseason, and he mentioned like why exactly he brought this team together, like why he picked each player, what happened in the offseason, and specifically about you. He said, the community was pretty open to receiving you. He was like, I'm not sure why, maybe because he's cute. And I asked him like, who's supposed to be like the leader, the shot caller, because Seiyus isn't exactly fluent in English. B-Boy, he is very talkative, but again, not known as a shot caller. And Fudge is someone very smart in the game, but again, he's like not known to be like the leader. And he was like, yeah, kind of. Contractz is the one we have for that. So I know League has moved a long way from when you used to have High, who was like your main shot caller. But are you taking more of a leadership role on this team?
Um, I wouldn't say like leadership role. I feel like everyone is pretty outspoken in their own way, and I wouldn't say I'm like the most outspoken or like outgoing person out of game in terms of like rallying the troops and being that like in an NFL huddle like hyping up the boys. I'm definitely much more of a reserved person in that sense, but um my switch kind of turns on in game, especially in clutch moments. I feel like, especially when I see the game flow very easily, I'm very confident in what I say and when I say it. So I definitely do think a big part of just being a jungler, being a good jungler, is communicating very efficiently and effectively towards your teammates and getting each other on the same page. So I think that's something I do very well and hope to continue to keep improving on in this coming new year. I think we'll have our own way of communicating. I don't want to say I'll be the main shot caller because everyone will input here and there, but definitely when I'm on engaged champs and champs that go in, then you'll see me making plays.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. As a fan of the team, what sort of expectations do you think are reasonable for this team from what you've seen
I
so
mean, I,
far?
I go into each and every split trying to win and trying to win the whole thing. Obviously, we got Team Liquid and FlyQuest coming off really insane years for themselves, and our expectations are going to be to beat them. Um, Obviously, it's not going to happen right away, but as long as we keep building the foundation to reach those peaks or even surpass, which I think is possible, that's what we're going to be working towards. And I think my teammates, they all want to lift the trophy again. We all have something to prove coming off iffy 2024s for all of us pretty much, except for maybe BY because he got like first split all pro. But um yeah, I mean, I feel like we're all coming to this year with a lot to prove to ourselves and everyone in the community.
Just make it to Brazil. If you can make it to Brazil, we get to see Seiyus play versus Loud or B-Boy versus Pain. It'll be great.
True. Yeah. I want to visit Brazil, honestly. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. My last question here for you is about sort of the Fudge. I don't think you guys have ever really played together. And it's from what I've heard, he's like very smart about the game and he has like a lot of opinions on like what he wants to do. And he's like very vocal about that, which might not be, I'm not sure if you played with someone like that or not before, but like the community was very down on Fudge. And I don't really see why. He was fine. He wasn't like the best top laner when C9 benched him, but he wasn't like the main problem, I would say. So what has it been like playing with Fudge?
Playing with Fudge has been really good. I think he's a very smart player, and he has his opinions, but he's also very open-minded in uh, the way of like challenging his thinking and the way he sees the game in a pretty productive manner. Um, so I think we can only go up. He's like fresh off a kind of like a 6th, 7th month break from competitive, so he's still getting back into the groove of things, and we're trying to feel out how to play certain scenarios and what we think is best and coming to a conclusion. But no, I think we're in a good spot and we're pretty excited to continue to work together.
All right. Last words for us Shopify fans. Oh wait, I forgot one question. This is like probably the most
So go ahead.
important question. Um, this was like, man, 6, 7 years ago. You said that you wanted to like get more into fashion. And every time I interview, I've been meaning to ask, and every single time I forget. Have you gotten more into fashion after saying that you wanted to?
Honestly, I don't really remember that, but the answer is still no. I just like putting on things that are easy. Give me some sweatpants and a t-shirt, and I'll be content throughout the whole day. I like dressing up very occasionally if I ever go out, but I'm very much a homebody.
All right. It was before Worlds. I think HyperX used to do something with Cloud9 where they would like make you guys answer questions. You're like, yeah, I really want to get into fashion. And you had bought like a chain or something, and you were showing it
Oh,
off.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah,
Any last words to the Shopify fans?
a bunch of new faces on Shopify this year. Um, but I think that you guys have a lot to look forward to, and hopefully we can meet your expectations of, putting out good performances and just being a fun team to watch, because we ain't going to play slow. I'll tell you that much. We're going to be very proactive. Always looking for plays. I mean, I think our team is consisted of a lot of playmakers. So, just stay tuned, and thanks for the support.
All right. I'd love to hear it, man. Hopefully
We'll
you
appreciate
guys
that.
do well, and even if first split isn't that great, it's fine. We're in for the long haul, and yeah, see you on the road.
Cool. Appreciate that. Thank you for the
All
interview.
right. Take care, man. Bye. It is always such a pleasure to interview Contractz. Just being able to see, him in the Shopify colors. I mean, now everybody has seen the announcement, so we can talk about it. This is just so cool, man. I'm glad he's meshing well with the team. I'm glad that he has high expectations. I'm glad this team is doing stuff, because if you watched any of my content last year, I was complaining time and time again the fact that we're not doing anything. We're just chilling, and I want us, even if we lose, go down fighting, And I think that given the amount of playmakers that he says are on the team, game should be exciting. And yeah, we're playing against FlyQuest. So I'm posting this a few days, about a week after the interview is done, but we're playing against FlyQuest. It should be very exciting. I'm predicting a 2-0. I know you. Okay, we'll talk about. I have another video talking about that 2-0 for Shopify, obviously. I'm really excited for the split to start, and for more interviews to come out from other people and whatnot, and for the Shopify team. And yeah, I'm just really grateful to be able to even talk with Contractz. I miss doing interviews. I miss talking to the players. Miss League of Legends in North America, and I'm glad it's back. So if you're new to the channel, myself and David are racing to 8,000 subscribers. I'm only 2,400 behind. I think I can make it before him. He wants to hit 8,000 by the end of the year. I'm going to beat him to it. So if you want to see me beat him and completely embarrass him, click that subscribe button.